Ever scrolled through your favorite online store, filled your cart with must-haves, only to hesitate at checkout because the total felt a little, ouch? Or maybe you've got your eye on that perfect something but payday feels ages away. We've all been there, haven't we? That moment where you wish there was a way to snag those goodies now and pay for them in smaller, more manageable chunks. Well, guess what? There is. And chances are, you've already stumbled upon it, the magic of buy now, pay later services. Among the many options out there, Sezzle has become a popular choice for savvy shoppers looking for flexibility without the traditional hassles of credit cards. But before you dive headfirst into splitting your purchases into 4 easy installments, you're probably wondering, what exactly do I need to get started with Sezzle? What are the hoops I need to jump through? Is it going to involve digging up ancient documents and filling out endless forms? Relax. The good news is that signing up for Sezzle is generally a pretty straightforward process. They aim for convenience, which means they typically don't ask for a mountain of paperwork. However, like any financial service, they do need some key pieces of information to verify your identity and ensure responsible use of their platform. So, let's break down exactly what you'll likely need to have handy when you decide to create your Sezzle account. Think of this as your quick checklist to a smoother, buy now, enjoy now, pay later experience. First and foremost, the absolute cornerstone of your Sezzle application will be your personal identification information. This is how Sezzle confirms you are who you say you are. Expect to provide your full legal name. This should match the name on your government-issued ID and any bank accounts you intend to link. Accuracy is key here to avoid any hiccups in the verification process. Your date of birth. This is essential for confirming you meet the age requirements to use financial services. Typically, you'll need to be at least 18 years old. Your residential address. Sezzle needs to know where you live. This address will likely be used for verification purposes and should be your current, valid home address. Make sure it's accurate and complete, including any apartment numbers or suite details. Your phone number, a valid mobile phone number, is usually required. Sezzle often uses your phone number for account verification via SMS codes and for communication regarding your purchases and payment schedule. Your email address. A working email address is crucial for creating your account and receiving important updates, statements, and notifications from Sezzle. Make sure it's an email address you check regularly. Think of these details as the basic building blocks of your Sezzle profile. They establish your identity within their system. Next up, Sezzle will need information related to your financial standing. Now, don't panic. This doesn't necessarily mean digging up tax returns or pay stubs right off the bat. However, they do need a way to ensure you can fulfill your payment obligations. This typically involves a debit or credit card. You'll need to link a valid debit or credit card to your Sezzle account. This card will be used to process your initial payment at the time of purchase and the subsequent installment payments. Sezzle accepts most major credit and debit cards. Prepaid cards might not always be accepted, so it's best to check Sezzle's specific policies on this. Make sure the card is active and has sufficient available credit or funds for the initial payment. Bank account information. Sometimes in some cases, Sezzle might also ask you to link a bank account. This could be an additional option or a requirement depending on their risk assessment and your purchase history. If required, you'll typically need your bank's name, your account number, and your routing number. This information allows Sezzle to directly debit your account for payments if needed. It's important to understand why Sezzle asks for this financial information. They are essentially extending you a short-term line of credit, and they need to have a reasonable assurance that you'll be able to repay the installments on time. Linking a valid payment method is a key part of this process. Beyond the core identification and financial details, Sezzle might also consider some device and usage information to help prevent fraud and ensure the security of your account. This usually happens automatically in the background as you interact with their platform and typically doesn't require you to provide any specific documents. This could include your device information, details about the device you're using to sign up, such as the device type, operating system, and browser. This helps Sezzle identify potential unusual activity. Your IP address. Your Internet Protocol address can provide information about your general location and help detect suspicious login attempts from unfamiliar locations. It's worth noting that Sezzle's requirements might evolve over time, and they might occasionally ask for additional information or verification, especially if they detect unusual activity on your account or if you're making larger purchases. This is a standard practice in the financial industry to protect both the user and the platform. Now, let's address some common questions you might have about this process. Do I need to provide a social security number in the US or equivalent national identification number? Generally, Sezzle aims for a quick and easy sign-up process and doesn't always require your full social security number upfront. However, depending on their risk assessment or if you're applying for higher spending limits, they might ask for it later to further verify your identity. They will typically provide a clear explanation if this is required. Do I need to upload any documents like my driver's license or passport? In most cases, no. Sezzle usually relies on the information you provide during sign-up and electronic verification methods. However, in certain situations, particularly if they are having trouble verifying your identity through other means, they might request you to upload a copy of a government-issued photo ID. If this happens, they will provide clear instructions on how to do so securely. Will Sezzle run a credit check when I sign up? This is a common question, and the answer is generally no. Sezzle typically performs a soft credit inquiry, which doesn't impact your credit score. This allows them to assess your creditworthiness without leaving a hard inquiry on your credit report. However, if you opt for a longer-term financing option offered through a partner within the Sezzle platform, a full credit check might be required, and you'll be informed of this beforehand. To ensure a smooth sign-up experience, it's always a good idea to have the following readily accessible. Your smartphone for potential SMS verification, your active email address, your debit or credit card details, your accurate personal information. By having these items at your fingertips, you can breeze through the Sezzle sign-up process and start enjoying the convenience of their buy now, pay later service in no time. Remember to always provide accurate information and to read Sezzle's terms and conditions carefully before you start making purchases. Understanding the payment schedule and any potential fees is crucial for responsible use. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.